Time for Walter Mitty to move over and make room for Mike Halsey. Mike's the kind of guy who goes out to buy the morning papers and winds up in Tokyo. He's the kind of guy you could only meet in a book like Tokyo Woes. It's by Jay Friedman, who's joined us this morning. You've written a whole book about Japan without ever being there. Why?
Well, I had planned to go there, but the circumstances were such that I couldn't, and it had been a hobby of mine to research Japan. I'd read all the contemporary literature, and my books had done nicely there, and I had planned to go, but I couldn't. We had a new little baby daughter, so I thought I'd just start the book and get the fellow on the plane.
You kept going, and
yeah, I know what happens on planes. Next thing I knew, he met a Japanese businessman who said, why stay in one of those little hotels? Come stay with me. Next thing I knew, we were circling over Japan. I'd read so much about Mount Fuji that I felt I could describe it, you know, and the Shinto gods circling around Mount Fuji. Next thing I knew, we were on the ground.
So you made it work.
It kept going, just like a kind of high wire act.
It's a very funny book. Is it meant to be light summer fare, or is one supposed to take it as some deep identity crisis?
No, not particularly. I mean, this is me kind of having fun, and it's sort of a fable, a once upon a time. My work had started to get a little serious. I was talking about divorce and infidelity and my prostate gland and whatever. And I want to go back to kind of like a once upon a time story, the kind I used to read when I was a kid in the library. The Wonderful Adventures of Nils and Alice in Wonderland. It was a fable, but it's an informed fable.
Your first novel in 11 years. Why so long between efforts?
Well, I hadn't changed professions exactly, and I'd done some other work. I'd published a book called The Lonely Guy, and I put in a couple of years on a novel which I decided, it's a grim expression for writers, to set aside, you know. And I'd been working in films as well.
Let's make note of that, because your films include screenplays for Splash, Stir Crazy, Lonely Guy, Dr. Detroit, Steam Bath, a few others. Are those, that kind of work as satisfying as putting words on paper?
Not really. It's more like committee work. You might see my name on the screen and hear some dialogue that was written, you know, by the producer's nephew. I mean, if I do a novel and you want to hang somebody, I'm the one to hang, you know, and if you want to give somebody a hug, I'm the one to do it. This is more satisfying.
Let me run a quote back by you that I found interesting. You said that you worry a lot, and that writing makes your fears go away. What fears, and what are you worrying about?
I don't know how much. Well, you know, what kind of business is this? When I think back on it, I mean, for 30 years, I've been working with dreams. You know, I put kids through college with dreams, you know. Maybe you run out of dreams at a certain point. It's an odd business. 30 years, it's sort of like, I was talking to a fellow who'd been doing it as long as I have, who said he felt like a pirate, and I said I felt like a thief. It's an amazing thing to do, but it's precarious.
Why do you feel like a thief? Because you tend to underestimate your work?
Well, just getting away with telling stories. I never got over the fact that when I was 22, I sent the story to the New Yorker and they bought it. And I just, it's still stunning to me.
You better share it with your three sons, because as you noted, all three are in the business now.
Right.
Good luck to them. They should enjoy such a career. Jay Friedman, Tokyo Woes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Travel safe. Okay?
Pleasure.
7:47. Gene Shalit's up next in the Critics' Corner after a station break.